Typhoon Cella made landfall in southern China, bringing heavy rains and strong winds to the region, including Hong Kong. Simultaneously, another typhoon was forecasted to hit China's east coast on Sunday. This article covers the impact of Typhoon Salah and the looming threat of the second typhoon. Typhoon Salah had made landfall in southern China early on Saturday, causing severe weather conditions in the region. Residents in Hong Kong faced strong winds and heavy rain. China's state-run news media reported disruptions as the storm approached, with storm surges reaching 3 to 4 meters above normal tide levels. Some areas were even at risk of reaching record levels, according to the Hong Kong Observatory. The Joint Typhoon Warning Center reported sustained winds at 115 miles per hour, classifying it as a major hurricane. In Hong Kong, 51 people were reported to have gone to hospitals for injuries during the storm, and nearly 500 sought refuge at temporary shelters. Tragically, a falling tree in Shenzhen, a coastal city in Guangdong province, killed the driver of a car and injured 2 women. Hundreds of thousands of people in Guangdong were evacuated from risky areas. Typhoon Salah wasn't the only storm threatening China during this period. A second Pacific typhoon, Haikui, was forecasted to make landfall in eastern China south of Wenzhou on Sunday. The United States Embassy in Beijing issued a weather alert, warning of damaging winds, heavy rains, flooding, mudslides, and travel disruptions in southern and eastern China through Monday. Scientists have noted that tropical cyclones are becoming more powerful due to climate change, increasing the likelihood of major storms. Climate change also affects the amount of rain these storms produce. Typhoon Cella made landfall south of Hong Kong, initially rated as a super typhoon, but later downgraded to a severe typhoon. It was expected to be one of the strongest storms to hit the region in decades. Precautions and evacuations were taken across southern Chinese megacities. Over 808,000 people were evacuated from 2 Chinese provinces, and hundreds of flights were cancelled. The National Weather Office of China predicted that Salah might become the strongest typhoon to make landfall on the Pearl River Delta since 1949. Hong Kong raised its warning level to T10, the highest level, before Typhoon Salah's landfall. Dangerous gusts blew at speeds of 139 kilometers per hour, and residents were urged to remain vigilant. Serious flooding was expected, particularly in low-lying coastal areas. In Guangdong province, over 780,000 people were evacuated from high-risk areas, and trains in and out of the province were suspended. The National Flood Defense Agency raised its emergency response to the second highest level. Residents in the affected areas braced for disruptions to daily life. Businesses, financial markets, and schools were closed across Shenzhen and Guangzhou. Hong Kong closed schools, and Shenzhen and Guangzhou also suspended work. Hundreds of flights were cancelled at airports in the region, and Cathay Pacific cancelled all flights to and from Hong Kong. Trains in and out of Guangdong ceased operation. Macau, the world's biggest gambling hub, ordered all casinos to close as a safety precaution. Typhoon Haikui was expected to make landfall in Taiwan before heading to Fuzhou in southeastern China.